Do you want to know how to dominate every single game you play in VRFS? Well, today I'm going to show you how to. I'll be showing you how to dribble, shoot, and get better at all the things in this game that you will need to win. So first of all, let's start with shooting. When you shoot, you want to try and get as much power as you can, but still keep it accurate. Stuff like that, just get as much power as you can, but just keep it so it stays on target. And the way I like to do this is I take a touch so the ball is driving forward already, and I want to sort of aim. You see how the ball is here? You want to aim here. So if you're standing in front of it, just aim behind the ball to hit there, and then try and aim your boot. So if you're doing it without instep, you want to aim with this sort of curve in your boot. Yeah, there's always a curve on the inside of the boot. You want to get in the middle of that boot. You want to angle it for the way you want to shoot. So I want to angle it so it is facing the bottom corner, and you get more accuracy. Now if you want to get curl on the ball, when you hit it, you want to sort of hit it with a curve in your shot, something like that. Flick your boot over and hit sort of, if you want to curve that way towards there, you want to hit it on the bottom left of the ball. And then obviously if you want to curl it around into the top corner, you have to use your instep to hit the bottom left of the ball, and then sort of hit round like that. So for example, a finesse shot would look like this. So you sort of aim near the top corner or bottom corner. If you want to get it high, just hit the bottom of the ball, and if you want to get it low, you want to hit the top of the ball. That sort of helps a bit when you're trying to get the height on your shot. The next thing is one-on-ones. If you're one-on-one with the keeper's obviously coming out, you want to try and aim round the ball, get your whole entire body around it. So if you're like this, you want to curve your body round and then try and aim it into the bottom corner that is on the other side of the goal. So for this scenario, it would be bottom right. This scenario, it would be bottom left. Our next thing is volleys. If the ball is in the air and you need to volley it, you most likely at the moment shoot like this, and it's nowhere near the goal. So a way you can fix this is just taking your time. So if the ball is in the air, you want to hit through the middle. See where this finger is? In the middle of the ball with your boot sort of sideways, like this. And that will allow you to center the ball to make it go straight to where it needs to go. If you want to learn bicycle kicks, the thing I would advise is instead of bicycle kicking like this, you want to do it to an angle to the left or right, like that, as you can get a lot more distance, power and accuracy if you do it like that. I just want to advise you that getting better at penalties, if you just learn one technique in just placing it in the corners, but right in the corners like this, hitting these targets in solo practice, just keep trying to hit these targets in solo practice, any of the red and white ones. So that is why you see me sometimes absolutely smash it. I do miss sometimes, but I'm trying to work on getting better at them and stuff. So if you hit it with a lot of power and get it, yeah, like that in the top corner, then that's unsavable. Now you probably want to learn how to dribble. So if you want to dribble, there's some steps that I would like you to master before moving on to each one. So save this video if you don't really know how to dribble, and when you've mastered some of these techniques, you can come back to the video and learn more about dribbling. The first thing I want you to try and do is just keep the ball close to your feet when you move forward like this. Just keep tapping it forward and try and switch directions. So do 3 or 4 hits forward, then put your foot around the ball, go backwards, then you can make it go to 2 touches, then 1 touch, and then 0 touches. So once you know how to do that, you should be comfortable with doing stuff like this. Just tapping it in between each foot with step overs. Maybe not very quick, but just getting that down, getting it consistent. This is probably the most important and helpful step out of all of them, as you will now know how to place the ball to your other foot instead of doing it like this and doing it too sharp. You want to sort of diagonal forward. Your next step is sort of doing this, so stepping over the ball and using your other foot. So I'll do a slow motion representation of it. You want to hit the ball sideways and then put your other foot over it and then tap it to the other side, tap it back and do that. Or if you can't do that, just keep tapping it side to side while going forward without doing step overs, just to practice that ball control even more. Then you can obviously work on that. After this, you want to try and do 2 touches with one foot and then send it straight back like this. I wouldn't really say that's phasing, but I would at the same time, so if you don't want to phase dribble. And now I'm just going to teach you some skills that I know for the advanced part of this. The first one is, let's just pretend that cone is a defender. You want to get close, and then when you do get close, you want to sort of tap it to one foot and then take it round. I do use this in some of my videos, if you notice that. And then I just do that, which basically all I do is step over with one foot and then put it in a place that I can hit use my other foot to like hit the ball forward and stuff. Also, one thing with your sprint, you want to go in your menu, click settings, then you want to go down to controllers, click sprint, and make sure sprint is not always on and always on grip. You need it to be on grip. So that means when you click the back buttons of your controller, you will start sprinting when you're moving, instead of just sprinting when you're moving your joysticks. Now, learning passing. A best way to learn passing is to use these little lines on the pitch. Start somewhere and just try and pass along this line to keep your pass as straight as it can be, just like that. That's right on the line. That's a good pass. And at the start it might look something like this, which is fine as you're learning. A player can still get to that, but it's better if you have more power and keep the ball straight just through the middle like this. And yeah, when you've mastered that, that's all you really need to do for ground passing. A good way to do long passes is to duck down under the ball and hit just under the ball like that, and it will just launch the ball like that as far as it can really go. Now there's defending. If you have a player that's on you, all you really need to do is just try and predict where they're going. If they're dribbling like this and they're just doing the same thing, just wait for them to hit the ball to their other foot like this and then just intercept it and just clear it away and stuff. And then there's anti-phasing. Anti-phasing is basically when the ball is in the air and the opponent goes to do this, you can always stop it by doing this technique. Not always, but most of the time it does help. So what you want to do is when the ball is in the air, just keep your 2 feet like that and just do that. Don't do swiping it down as a defender, it will just go through you and phase the other way. So the best way to just do this is stay behind the ball, duck down, and as soon as you can hit the ball, just go back up and just tap it away and then boot it and it's away. Try and make sure your feet are always above the ground, but sort of like that, not above like this, not below. Just keep them perfect like this, just so you're not leg glitching, as that can affect your gameplay too. And the final thing is goalkeeping. When you're goalkeeping, do not use your gloves, unless you're obviously in leagues where you have to use your gloves, as it's just a lot more difficult to save. And then if you go to solo practice and go to this goal, next to it says goalie training or headers training. Click goalie training and there will be 3 cannons that spawn, and you can use your feet to obviously react and stop it from going in. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this tutorial. If you do want more tutorials, comment down below and I'll try and answer as many comments as I can on how to do stuff that you don't understand in this video. Let's see if we can get to a like goal of 100, and I hope you enjoyed this video.